Hello, in this video we're looking at Microsoft Forms and how to create a homework activity. So at the start of term you always want to check you've got the right students on the right course, and a great way to do that is to make sure that you do a number of different assessments to check that they're engaged, actively engaged in the course and making good progress. So Microsoft Forms is an easy one to use. We're going to go through each step from creating the questions to setting up and then sharing it with the students. So first up, the questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto Copilot. So that's Microsoft's AI tool. If you need a guidance on using Copilot, then click on the banner in the top right hand corner and you can watch my Copilot video. So I've asked it, there's my prompt. Here are to generate 5 multiple choice questions. So it's done that for me there. What I'm going to try now is I'm going to use the export feature. So I can come down to download and export. I'm going to ask it to export it as a PDF. So I'm going to save to PDF. And we'll save that onto my desktop. Having done that, I'm then going to jump into Forms. I'm going to do Quick Import. So click Quick Import. And I'm going to search for my device for my quiz that I've just downloaded. So hopefully jump to Desktop, Quiz, and Open. And it's going to ask me for choice. I want this to be a quiz because I want to be able to grade it, and it's going to convert that for me. So as a starting point, really great way to do that is to use Copilot to create the questions, and then we're going to click Start Review, and let's see how it's done that. So we don't need that bit because that's the prompt. So we're going to change that. So we're going to come up the top first of all. We're going to say homework. And we're going to call that Darkroom Quiz. So a bit in a prompt there. Okay, so we've got the title. We've got a little prompt there, and then we've got these questions. So if we click onto the question, what we can do then is we can start to select the correct one. So what is the primary reason for using red or amber safe lights? It's to prevent the paper from being exposed. So I'll get rid of that, and then we'll just click select. We know that's correct. I could also type in some feedback, so I can say, well done. So we can give a little feedback there. I could go in and do the same with the incorrect ones, but that's fine, you get the idea. So we've got the second answer is the right one there. If I scroll down, we're going to make that required. If I wanted to, I could assign a points value. So let's say 2 points. And I can go required. And then we can go to the next one. Which of the following is a crucial step before handling chemicals in a darkroom? And again, that's our right answer. But at the moment, it's in the second place. And I don't want them all correct answers to be in the second place. So I'm going to use the down arrow to alter the position of that. Get rid of the little zeros. And tick that to say that's the correct one. I'm going to make it required as well. And then I'm going to keep reviewing that as we go. So we'll keep going in there. We'll review the position of the right answer. So on this one, we'll move that one up to the top. So it's that one. We're going to move it up to second, just so people don't think there's a pattern. And again, I will put in some feedback. You get the idea. So I'm going through, making sure that we've got the correct answers. So if we look at the original one, it has lost a question. So the import isn't infallible. So we've only got 3 questions there. So we add another option. We've got the prevent harmful fumes, photographs dry faster to reduce humidity. And the other one was to keep the room cool. So we'll just add that choice. So it hasn't imported them completely faithfully, but it's given us a good start. So having done that, we now need to just make sure we've got the right question chosen. So the right question is that one, and we're going to move that. Let's go for the last one. So let's move that down, down, down. Go up, that's fine, and required, and you get the idea. And we do that with the rest of our questions. So we'll go through and make sure we've got them all there. Question 6 was not a question, so we can delete that. So we've now got our questions set, and we were able to import them using Copilot. Next up, we're going to add maybe another question. This time, we're going to use the text box, and we're going to give them provide some terms linked to working in a photographic studio. And then we're going to add an image. So we'll jump in there, insert an image, and we'll do a search. And search for an image there. So let's have a look at these. Let's go with one of these. Let's try this one. And add. So we've got that there. We're not going to have any correct answers for that one. We could do, doesn't always work, I find. We could add some correct answers. So let's add a few more. We've added those, make that a required question. So we've got a reasonable thing there. We could add some more questions, potentially a ranking one. So if we do ranking, what is the order for processing photographic paper? And then we can have these. So and we can add some points to that and make that required question. So there we are. We've got all our questions in play. Next thing we want to do is we click on the 3 dots in the top right hand corner. We've got the option to print it, we've got to present it. We click on the cog, we can go in. So we can determine whether we want to show the results automatically. We can choose whether it's anyone. If you do anyone, then you need to add a name, or you can just restrict it to those within your organization, and then it will automatically, you have the option for it to record a name and restrict it to one person, one response per person. What's really useful for homework is you can set a start date. So we can have it available from tomorrow. Let's make that after the lesson, which is 4:30. And then we could have an end date as well. So we can give them a week to do that. And it's got to be finished before the lesson. So the lesson is at 9. So we can set that at 9. And then we can set a duration. So we can say how long we want them to spend on it. So we're going to restrict them to, let's say, 8 minutes is all is how long they've got. They can save their own responses. We are going to show a progress bar, just so, oh, it's not going to let me show a progress bar. Okay. That's all good. Click close that. I can then do a quick preview to make sure I'm happy with how it's going to look. So that's what it's going to look like. I'm happy with the layout. I can also look at it what it looks like on a mobile phone. And I could add some more images, but I'm happy with all of that. So the next thing I need to do is I just need to present it. Now I am going to just alter the style quickly. So we'll jump in, we'll choose the style that we want, and we'll have a look at see what we've got with regards to templates. Nothing really grabs my fancy. We'll just go for that one. But you can see you've got different styles that you can choose. So that looks quite nice. Close that. And we're ready to go. So what we need to do then is we just need to share it with the students. So we go collect responses. We can do copy link, and that could be added to your send out as an email, or added to your VLE, or if you're using Teams, added in Teams community. You've also got the option, if you wanted to grab a QR code, so you could download that and share that with the students, or display that in your presentation at the end of lesson, or you could insert it into a PowerPoint. If you want to watch my video on how you insert forms into PowerPoint, then click on the banner in the top right hand corner. But there you have a great way to create a homework activity for students that uses Copilot to help you generate the questions, sets a time limit for how long they've got, and sets a window of opportunity when they can do their work. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, remember to subscribe to the channel and join me again soon for more EdTech videos. Thanks for watching.